Hey guys, it's B and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome to my channel. Guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we are doing something a little different, something long, something detailed, and honestly something I've been wanting to talk about for a while. We're going to start with the longest YouTube video ever uploaded. It won't be, but dramatic. A video so long it basically broke the platform. And then we're diving into what it feels like to be a teenager trying to make sense of politics right now. So grab a drink, get comfortable, and let's get into it. Being a teenager right now is weird. We're expected to have opinions on everything: elections, war, climate change, the economy. But we're also told we're too young to understand any of it. It's like being handed a burning building and told, don't worry, you'll be old enough to fix it later. Most of us didn't learn politics from textbooks. I certainly didn't. We learned it from TikTok, YouTube, memes, and arguments in comment sections. One minute you're watching a cat fall off a sofa, the next minute you're being told the world is ending because of a policy you didn't even know existed. And the algorithm doesn't really care about accuracy, it cares about emotion. Anger, fear, outrage. Those get clicks. So teenagers end up politically aware, but also politically exhausted. Every teenager has trust issues, but ours feel slightly different. We grew up watching adults argue about facts, not opinions. Facts. We watch politicians say one thing on Monday and then deny it on the Tuesday. We watch news channels turn into teams instead of sources. So when people ask, why don't young people trust institutions? It's because we've literally never seen them stable. Politics used to be something adults talked about at dinner. Now it's something teenagers are expected to declare in their Instagram bios. Left or right, this or that, pick a team, stay loyal. But real life isn't a football match. Most teens I know don't really neatly fit into one box. We're socially progressive, economically confused, environmentally terrified, and emotionally tied. We're not extremists, we're just incredibly overwhelmed. When you strip away the noise, teenagers care about things that are actually pretty simple. Being able to afford a future, not living through climate disasters, feeling safe at school, having mental health support, not inheriting a world that's already on fire. We're not asking for perfection, all we're doing is asking for a chance. People underestimate teenagers because we're young, but we're also the generation that grew up online, grew up fast, and grew up watching the world change in real time. We're not the future, we're the present, and the present is loud. So, let's talk about what's actually happening right now. The stuff that fills our feeds, our group chats, and our brains at 2 a.m. Because teenagers, they aren't living in a bubble. We're watching everything unfold in real time, and it shapes how we think about the world. One of the biggest things teens talk about isn't even politics, in the traditional sense. It's money. Prices are up, rent is up, food is up, and even though most of us aren't paying bills yet, we see the stress in our families. A lot of teens saying things like, how am I supposed to move out someday? Will I ever afford a house? Why does everything cost more but wages don't? It's not about left or right, it's about whether we'll have a future that's actually livable. The thing that a lot of teenagers tend to talk about is global conflict. Not because we're experts, but because we're human. We see wars, attacks, and humanitarian crisis on our phones before we even get out of bed. Teen reactions usually fall into a few categories. You've got some that feel helpless, like the world is too big to fix. Some feel angry, wanting leaders to stop fighting and just start talking. And some feel numb because constant exposure makes everything feel distant. But almost every teen I've spoken to agrees on one thing. People deserve safety, no matter where they live. Climate change is another huge one. Every heat wave, flood, wildfire, or storm hits different when you're young because you know you'll be dealing with the consequences the longest. Teens say things like, why aren't the leaders doing more? Why does it feel like we're running out of time? Why do adults call us dramatic when the science is right there? It's not about politics, it's literally about survival. Then there are the social issues. Things like equality, identity, safety, and freedom. Teenagers talk about these constantly because they affect our daily lives. School, online spaces, friend groups, mental health. Most teens, all they want is fairness, respect, the ability to live without fear, and leaders who actually listen. Not everyone agrees on how to get there, but the desire for dignity is universal. If there is one message teenagers want adults to hear, it's this. We're not trying to overthrow society, we're just trying to survive it. We're not apathetic, we're overwhelmed. We're not radical, we're realistic, and we are not the problem. We're the generation inheriting the problems. And we're paying attention, more than people think. So that's the world right now. Messy, complicated, and constantly changing. And that's how teenagers see it, with honesty, frustration, hope, and a whole lot of questions. If you're still here, thanks for listening. And if you're a teen watching this, trust me, your voice matters more than you think. Bye, guys.